handed an umbrella during a massive thunderstorm.
Okay.
But the magical catch is that the very second the rain starts pouring its absolute hardest, the umbrella just vanishes.
You're left totally exposed.
Exactly. And in the legal world, this is known as a bail trap. You are accused of a crime, you secure anticipatory bail, and you cooperate completely with the police for months.
Right.
But the exact moment the police finish their investigation, your protection from arrest just arbitrarily expires.
It's a terrifying paradox, and for a long time, it was a very real one. Welcome to today's deep dive.
We are looking at the landmark 2026 Supreme Court judgment, Sumit versus State of UP.
And our mission today is exploring that fierce battle between personal liberty and, well, mechanical, robotic legal procedure.
I was actually reading through the case files earlier,
Yeah.
and the facts here really highlight how easily someone can get caught in this maze.
Yeah, it's wild.
The appellant in this case, a man named Sumit, is the brother-in-law, or Devar, implicated in a dowry death case. Knowing he might be arrested under India's new criminal code, the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, he went to the Allahabad High Court.
To get anticipatory bail, which is essentially pre-arrest protection.
Right, and the High Court actually granted him that protection, but they attached a really bizarre condition to his freedom.
The judge ruled that his bail only lasted until the police filed their charge sheet.
Which, to put it in plain English, a charge sheet is basically the final homework the police hand in to the judge when they finish investigating a case.
Exactly. So the moment the police submitted that document, his bail vanished. He had been cooperating perfectly the whole time, but his next bail application was rejected.
And suddenly, he is facing imminent jail time. But wait, I have to ask. If the police finish their investigation and submit their findings, shouldn't they arrest the guy?
You would think so.
I mean, isn't that the whole point of wrapping up the case?
You would definitely assume that, but the Supreme Court completely rejected that logic. Think about it. If a citizen isn't a flight risk, while the police are actively hunting for evidence, and they haven't tried to tamper with witnesses, why does handing in the final paperwork suddenly make them a threat?
That is a great point.
If anything, a person's fear of arrest goes up once formal charges are filed.
So if they weren't running away before, throwing them in jail now is really just an administrative reflex.
Exactly. And the Supreme Court relied on a massive prior ruling to fix this, known as the Sushila Aggarwal case.
Okay, let's unpack this for a second. Let's slow down and look at Section 438 of the old Criminal Procedure Code.
Right, so Sushila Aggarwal was decided by a Constitution bench. That is a larger panel of 5 or more Supreme Court judges convened to settle major legal questions.
Which means it carries huge weight.
Massive weight. They ruled that anticipatory bail is generally not meant to be time-bound. It shouldn't have an expiry date.
It is designed to protect you all the way until the trial actually concludes. That makes a lot of sense conceptually. But why do the police and lower courts keep applying these expiry dates? Is there something in the rule book telling them to do it?
There is a widespread mistaken belief about a specific rule, Section 170. For decades, many police officers and magistrates assumed that once the final charge sheet is filed, the accused absolutely must be thrown into physical custody.
The Supreme Court called this out as a complete myth.
A total myth. The court cited another crucial precedent, the Sidhorth case, to clarify this exact point.
Let's explain that, because custody sounds like jail.
Right. Well, they explained that custody in this context just means a legal submission to the court's authority. It does not literally mean locking someone in a cage.
Oh, okay.
Filing that final report is merely a procedural step to move the trial forward. It is absolutely not a license to jail someone who has been fully cooperating the entire time.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. What if the police try to outsmart the system?
How do you mean?
Let's say they file that initial charge sheet, but then suddenly decide to add new, much more severe charges that weren't in the original police report.
Yeah.
Does your original bail still protect you from those new charges?
That is a brilliant question, and the court laid down strict guidelines for that exact scenario. If new, graver charges are added later, the police absolutely cannot bypass the judge.
They can't just automatically arrest someone who is already out on bail.
Correct. They cannot just snatch you up on the street because they updated the paperwork. They must seek a specific judicial order.
A judge has to actually look at the new facts and apply their mind to the situation.
The police cannot act unchecked.
So what does this all mean for you listening? It feels like a massive shield for anyone navigating the justice system.
It is. For the general public, your strongest shield against arrest is unwavering cooperation with the investigation.
Sumit won his freedom at the Supreme Court because he consistently showed up and didn't hide.
And for the lawyers listening, you use this exact precedent to aggressively challenge illegal time-restricted bail orders. This is how you prevent automatic remands.
Which is when a judge mechanically sends someone back to jail just because a charge sheet was filed?
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, a mechanical administrative procedure should never override a person's fundamental liberty.
A system is run by humans for humans. Liberty shouldn't come with a procedural expiration date.
Which leaves you with a final thought to ponder today. If lower courts have been mistakenly applying arbitrary expiry dates to fundamental freedoms like bail, how many other routine mechanical administrative procedures are silently stripping away civil liberties right now without us even noticing?